find it funny how we're rolling before
You always gotta roll.
we even start it.
So we make sure it's all...
Do you even know what goes into the sheer preparation of this? Do you even know the sheer... Do you even know?
Levels.
Testing sheer preparation, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me, Peter? Peter, can you hear me? Peter, Peter, can you hear me? Peter, Peter, can you hear me?
Good evening. Welcome back to Whisky on Wankers on Whisky. Let's just redo that.
Good evening. Thank you for joining me and my Sir Esquire Peter Stone.
And welcome to our show, Wanky on Whiskers. I am here with Colin McReverend. Colin McReverend McSir. We are presenting Wanky on Whiskers on
Wankers on Whiskey.
Wankers on Whisky. Thank you, Colin. We are here today. We are gathered here today to try out some whiskey. Today we've got a new bottle of Glenlivet. This is Founder's Reserve. Colin, why don't you just try to tell us a little bit about this Glenlivet you got here?
Well, Peter, this here is not any kind of whiskey. This is what we call a Scotch whiskey, being that it comes from Scotland.
Excellent.
And is traditionally either single malt or blended. Glenlivet here is a single malt, meaning it all comes from one vat.
One vat, not two vats, one vat.
Well, it actually means that they're just using the one kind of malt, but
Okay, one kind of malt.
and no mixing. It's just straight up. This one here, the Founder's Reserve, not your traditional 12-year Glenlivet. The dearth of whiskey globally has caused distillers to examine new avenues and lines of business in their Scotch and whiskey distributions. As such, there is no set age for the Founder's Reserve. I don't know if you know what age this shit is, let us know, but no advertised age, so there's no guaranteed minimum.
Take a guess. Take a guess. Let us know in the comment section below if you think this was made in 1824, like
So
the bottle
this is a
says.
seriously fucking old whiskey.
This is super old. It says
It's
estimated.
almost 200 years.
Estimated 1824. I mean,
that's when they think.
I mean,
they
it's so
bottled
old that like people didn't even know how to record time
it.
back
They
then.
didn't even have time. That's why it's
They didn't even
estimated.
have time back. They didn't even have time back then, and that's why it doesn't actually particularly say the exact age of this whiskey.
It's just that good.
Nonetheless, Colin, we will try this out.
Let's get in there.
Comes in a nice little, very, very loud. And here we have the Glenlivet single malt whiskey. Founder's Reserve.
They found it, guys.
They found it. They found.
Would you like me to do the honors, Peter?
No, Colin, you can go right on ahead. I always, as they say, fuck these things up. As they say.
Oh, I managed to cut myself opening my 12-year Glenlivet by the foil right here. So Glenlivet, people, if you're watching, this is fucking dangerous. You put sharp foil, and then people are twisting a cap off.
You think this is? Do you think this is calm, collected, chill? No. No. This is.
Frantic opening to fight the fucking
This is probably one of the
DTs.
most dangerous things that you will do.
There we are, Peter. Have a whiff.
That's great. That's great. That's real nice. I like that.
Scotch Fridays. Hashtag.
We'll take a little sip, and we're gonna give you our first
Wanker's opinion.
Wanker's opinion.
The Wankers weigh in.
It is indeed.
Let's weigh in, Wanker.
Let's weigh in.
The site does present as what would pass for most 12-year scotches, I'd say. It's got sort of a deepness to it. It's not clear and straw-like. It has some amber to it.
Ooh. Clean finish. I have to admit, it just sort of when you think you've had enough, it's done. It's done. You don't get that fumy sensation afterwards. We need to have a second opinion of this lovely
Lovely
single
little
malt
number.
Scotch. Single malt Scotch. I know what it's called. Single malt Scotch.
Get a lot of sort of gentle fruit on this as you know, a sub 12-year-old. Get sort of like pears and bit of apple, bit of honey. It's not particularly syrupy or unctuous. There's not that candied fruit to it. It's kind of bright and green wood and.
That is, I would tend to agree with that.
Sort of, you know, Highland or Speyside whiskey, very non-offensive, but all around just pleasing.
It's all around pleasing. I'm just gonna blow my nose because it is pissing me off.
I'll take your microphone off.
Fuck you, Peter. You fucking suck. You fucking suck, Peter Stone. Peter Stone's a fucking loser. Listen to him. He's pulling his fucking nose over there. What the fuck is he even doing? He's a fucking psychopath. And he might try and kill me. I hope you can hear this. This might be the last anyone ever sees me.
Fuck was going on just now?
Nothing.
That's the thing about Canadian winters. Your body just hates it. It just hates all of it. All of it. Okay. And we're back.
So, as you can see, the ABV is now obviously below 40, so we're gonna go in for a second taste.
Ooh. It just takes the edge off just a little bit. I want to confirm that.
You know, often people will mix their whiskies.
Wix their miskies?
Wix their whiskies. Now, often people will mix their whiskies with an ice cube or something similar.
Yeah.
You know, people will often mix ice with their whiskies. This is not nothing wrong with that, but for a single malt, generally you really want to control the amount of dilution that you're doing. This is a premium spirit and should be enjoyed
As such.
and at a high ABV. An excess of ice will cause excess dilution, and you're going to lose a lot of the power of the flavor. And
It's just
It's
gonna
still
taste
drinkable,
like it's just
but
gonna taste like shit water, guys.
You're
You're just drinking shit water. Don't drink shit water.
you're
Don't put
just pissing on the unicorn.
if you're gonna put ice in it, just drink it
Save that
before
for your Canadian whiskeys or your blended scotches.
drink it before it melts.
Yeah,
Why don't
that's
you
true
think of
too.
that?
Just drink it faster.
Did you think of that? Did you think of that?
Just drink. It's true. The ice isn't the problem. It's slow fucking drinkers.
It's slow drinkers. That's
if,
the issue.
If it's melting, you're not drinking fast
That's
enough.
very true. It's a good point. Right?
Amateurs.
Amateurs.
Closing thoughts, Peter.
It lets you know it's there. It lets you know it's there, but it flees before you can catch it. That's what I would say. That's kind of my general feeling of it. It's, I mean, I'm sure everyone has an opinion on it. I'm just
Tell
telling
us
you-
yours
just
down below.
Yeah, let us know. Like, what do you think of whiskey? Is it useless in the world or the realm of just indulgence? Is it there to stay? Is it there to go? I mean, it's been around for centuries. I mean,
This bottle is almost 200 years old.
this bottle was done it was made in 1824. Estimated. Estimated. That's a new word. Anyway.
That's our word for the day. Estimated.
Estimated.
E-T-D.
What? EDD? So,
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for joining us. It's great. I don't know what else to say, really.
Just keep wanking.
Keep wanking, keep whisking, and
Wank on.
Wank on.
Cheers, Peter.
Cheers. I kind of just want to stare at the screen for like, wait, just gonna stare at this thing for a while.
There's more there left than I thought.